a Kenyan marathon runner named Hivan Getich, I apologize if I butchered that, gave us an incredible story of persistence and heroism here. Look at this little snippet from a CBS story on her.
Kenyan Ivan Netich led the women's field in Austin for 23 miles, but her body broke down in just the final stretch when race volunteers offered her a wheelchair. You can see, look at this. She refused and she crawled across the finish line.
She ran a marathon. She was leading. Her body broke down. She fell to the ground, fucking crawled the rest of the way. She said, I'm finishing. No, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to finish this. Get the fuck away from me. She literally said to the paramedics and shit, stop. I'm going to cross the finish line. I'm going to do this. Okay, not only did she crawl to the finish line, she got third place. So she ran out way ahead of everybody, was in first place, collapsed. And he's like, oh no, I'm going to do this thing. So everybody there was like, taken aback by her bravery and how courageous she was. And the person who runs the marathon, this was in Texas, said, I'm doubling her pay. I mean, this is one of the most heroic things I've ever seen. I'm doubling her pay. So as I was watching this, in my mind, I was thinking, what's your excuse? And I mean that for me, right? But also for everybody listening right now. What is our excuse? Every day, I don't feel like going to the gym. I just want to sit back and eat coffee cakes and watch SpongeBob. Fuck off. I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm just gonna go to sleep. And then what happens when you do that, or if you do that? Hours later, you're like, you hate yourself, right? Or when if you're on a diet and you're eating food, and you're like, I'll cheat a little bit today. So, I'll have the chocolate cake. I'll just have some of the chocolate cake. And then right when you're done with the chocolate cake, you go, oh. Why did I do that? I just fucked up my diet. I'm such an idiot. So when I get inspired when I watch that, man. That kind of persistence, that kind of courageousness, that's what it's all about. I just want to, I mean, she's my fucking hero. I just want to stand on the sidelines and cheer, yes, do that. I know I mentioned earlier in the show that there was a great interview of Kobe Bryant on last night, and I've told this story before. Really inspiring moment. I know a lot of people think Kobe's a dick, but you got to give him credit in his field, how hard he works. And there was one game where he carried the team on his shoulders to come back from behind and win. The Lakers were on like a 10-game losing streak, and he snapped it, coming from way behind and carrying the team on his back and hitting all these shots, right? And then after that happened, they were interviewing him, and they go, Kobe, how do you manage to stay inspired and to keep fighting when look at your record? Your record this season's terrible, and you lost so many games in a row, and then you're behind in this game. What drives you to continue to fight to try to win this game and then succeeding in doing it? And Kobe was like, I don't even understand the question. What do you mean? I mean, the fact that we're doing worse and we're way behind just means I should work way harder than even when we're doing well. Like, that's what it's all about. Do you not understand that? Like, the fact that we are losing, the fact that we are behind. If you don't double down now and fight through now, then what the fuck is the purpose? You got it backwards if you don't think that way. And the sad thing is, a lot of people, most people, do have it backwards. They think, oh, our record sucks. Oh, we're never going to win the championship. Oh, we're terrible. Wait till next season. And those people are the losers. Those people are the ones that get the worst record in the history of the NBA. And then there's other teams that they may finish the season at 500 or even worse than 500, but guess what? They fucking fought their asses off, and they made it so that they know when the season's over that the best they could have fucking done was 500. And they can look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what? You tried your fucking best and you did the right thing, and you couldn't have done any better. It's not like you gave up. You tried as hard as you can. That's what it's all about, man. I told a story about Tiger Woods, too. How Tiger Woods, after he won a tournament, there's this famous story about he went right back to the range. He went right back to the range to practice. And the reporters were like, what are you doing? You just won. You just blew away a field. What are you doing? And Tiger said very simply, you can always get better. Oh, come on, man. Simple, true, and it's genius. I know, man, I'm a cheesy guy, I'm a corny guy, and I get inspired by platitudes and cliches and these anecdotal stories, but look, I mean, that's what it's all about, man. It's that spirit, that drive, that human will to push forward and don't stop and to achieve your fucking goals. It's that kind of thinking that led to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's that kind of thinking that led to the Nelson Mandelas. It's this kind of thinking that got us progress in human history. There's no guarantee that the right people are going to win, right? There's no guarantee the progressives are going to win on every issue in history. There's no guarantee of that. Why? Because it takes hard work to get to the finish line, to get the victory. You have to bust your ass to get there. Oftentimes, after we win, people look back and go, well, that was inevitable. We knew we were going to win eventually, right? No. That smears the great legacy of all the people, all the civil rights workers, everybody who did the right thing and busted their ass day in, day out to achieve the goal. Watch, the same thing will happen with money in politics. If we win, people will look back and go, well, we knew that was going to happen. No, you didn't. People in Wolfpack who were getting up every day and busting their ass and doing the right things and calling people and giving money and investing their time and doing everything they could to get it through, they're the ones who made it happen. They manifested it. They made it into a reality. And that's what you need to take away from this story. These are the people that make history. The people who pave their own way, and through their own free will and their own determination, they end up getting what they want because they wouldn't accept anything else. It's a great life lesson to take away from this.